Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dylan.
I'm Elle, and I have my mouth full.
We both love soup. Well, I guess we could just jump right to why does Elle have her mouth full? And it's because our drink of the show here on a Wednesday at 4:50 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, is adult chocolate milk. And the garnish I added to it was a little Hershey's.
The garnish did not even make it into the drink.
Hershey's chocolate.
of them.
They're the Harry Potter edition, so you open it and you find out which house you're in. I got Gryffindor. She ate hers before she realized her house.
We still love J.K. Rowling despite the fact that... I mean, we still love Harry Potter despite the fact that J.K. Rowling is a bitch.
We do not love J.K. Rowling.
We do not love J.K. Rowling.
The chocolate's gone.
Sorry, I'm too busy drinking my drink and eating my chocolate.
Adult chocolate milk is fabulous.
Oh my gosh,
chocolate
so
milk
good.
with vodka and Kahlua, chocolate sprinkles on top, Hershey's in the glass.
It's a
Miranda,
little like
you
a White
loving your
Russian.
adult chocolate milk?
Yeah, but somebody ate my chocolate. I never got my chocolate.
I did.
piece.
I ate your chocolate. I'm
I never
sorry.
got a piece of chocolate. I didn't know that was part of it.
You guys always have the best treats over here.
Yeah.
It's like being a kid again.
Candy's
Everybody
done.
else's house always has way better candy than mine.
Adults, yeah. As an adult, I could buy that. I don't have to guardrail myself. So this past month, Elle and I endeavored to learn American Mahjong.
We did.
And we put out on Facebook, was there anyone willing to teach us? And a retired woman who lives in a retirement community about 20 minutes away from us responded. She said, yeah, for $75, I'll give you guys four 2-hour lessons. And us and one other woman friend of ours went to her house, and gosh darn it, we learned American Mahjong.
At first, I thought it was going to be horrid and really hard because it is so different than Chinese Mahjong, which we've learned. But it actually kind of kicked in by the second lesson, and then it became fun. I thought it was going to be drudgery, but it wasn't.
Because there's so many options, and it is overwhelming. And it's where we've realized we have got to keep playing and practicing. So our next thing is to get a regular group.
Right.
Teach Miranda or something. I bought a folding card table, mahjong table, got the mahjong mat for it because it turns out it really is important to be sitting at a close knit square table rather than my round poker table. It's just. And the mat tells you like the directions to do the Charleston and
I'm
things like that.
literally licking the chocolate out of the bottom of my glass.
Evidently, chocolate is good for pain, right?
I'm on a little bit of a pain high and a chocolate eating overload.
So, well, there's plenty. You can have some of mine. So excited about our Mahjong. Hopefully, Miranda, we can teach you and you can join us on the Mahjong journey because she is right. The teacher had mentioned to us, Mary Lou, she goes, once you learn it, you will find yourself playing and you will lose track of time. You will suddenly look up and be like, oh my gosh, we've been playing for 3 hours and you feel like you haven't done it.
My friend in Boston has always played American Mahjong. And
You got chocolate on your chin.
I know. I got it all over my face. I literally stuck my face in this champagne glass of chocolate and licked. Anyway, my friend in Boston has been playing American Mahjong, and she was like, oh yeah, we sit down, we play for like 4 hours at a time. And I was like, how can you play this one game for 4 hours at a time?
We get it.
Now I
get it. We did a whopping one round around the table when in our graduating class. Elle won one round, I won one round, and Sheely won one.
I still couldn't do it for more than 2 hours because we played for 2 hours, and my back would hurt. I just can't sit at a table for 4 hours.
Highly recommend it though, because in our quest to keep our brains active, gosh darn it, that game keeps you
definitely keeps your brain
very active.
Yeah,
and
more so than even Chinese Mahjong. I think
100% more.
Yeah,
100%
or
more.
any other game.
And I think that if we would have the patience to teach the boys, Casey would even agree that game is, in his mind, Casey doesn't like games that aren't fair, and he thinks some of the other things are games of luck. That game
definitely
is
skill.
Less luck because you can craft your hand.
There is some luck, but there is absolutely
totally
skill involved.
Yeah. Can you identify?
Especially with the Charleston. Yeah, it's for sure.
So super stoked about that.
Yep.
I recently saw a article that talked about introverts and extroverts and what have you, and that there now is an official new classification of person, and it is the Otrovert, and I think that sums me up exactly. And I bet you a lot of people are going to be like, I can embrace this. So an Otrovert is a new personality type that's a hybrid of introvert and extrovert. You enjoy spending time with people and joining in on conversations. And on the surface, you appear outgoing and lively. But once the event is over, you don't recharge by jumping into the next event or the next social plan. Instead, you retreat into solitude and personal space to recover your energy.
That's so interesting because a lot of videos about ADHD have been popping up on my feed, and everything that I'm resonating with so many things that are ADHD that I think I possibly could be in that category. I know I'm somewhere on the spectrum. So is everyone. Everyone's on the spectrum, right? So, but that is also an ADHD thing. Your
social battery.
You can social, yeah, but you have to get
a recharge.
There's even one video that's like, and this is so me. I need a day just to do nothing. I need a day just to do nothing. But then I'm sitting there going, oh, I'm feeling guilty about doing nothing. I should do something.
Well, that's a good segue into my new phrase.
But then you don't actually you don't recharge if you're feeling guilty about it. You have to give yourself the day to do nothing.
So that phrase is dolce far niente. It's Italian, and it means the sweetness of doing nothing.
Oh, I love that.
It's not laziness, but intentional leisure, a soulful idleness where being is enough.
That was in the book Eat, Pray, Live, by the way.
Dolce far niente. So I think
Dolce far niente.
that and being Otroverts.
Yeah.
Loving or loathing product spotlight. So my theme for today is brush. And my first brush that I'm going to recommend is to any pet owners. I have found arguably the best pet brush. And trust me, I have had dogs, Siberian Huskies, Aussies, cats my entire life. I have gone through a lot of pet brushes. And my dogs get groomed religiously every month. And they still shed like little banshees. This brush is called the Forever, F-U-R-E-V-R brush. And it's from a company called New Way Pets, N-U-E-W-A. It's about $35. Don't let the price scare you. It is stainless steel. I'm looking at it right now. It's sitting here on Zach's desk. It's got two sides to it. It is a fabulous brush.
Let me see.
Even after my dogs get groomed, you can come back and you can run this thing through them. Zach has been desperate to try to get a couple swipes at Stella with it. And he gets about one or two before she resists. But highly recommend this brush if you have a cat or a dog.
Interesting. Okay.
And then hairbrushes. So I'm always obsessed with getting hairbrushes. I get a new brush every year, kind of like bras. They don't last a year with me. I'm just all about getting a fresh hairbrush. And
I use my hairbrushes until they're disgusting. Just FYI.
And I've had expensive ones. I've had Mason Pearson. I have bought $400 hairbrushes. I have a whole wardrobe of hairbrushes. I have found a brush that is right now $10 on Amazon that I could say right now is arguably my favorite brush.
Huh.
And it's a boar bristle brush with a bamboo handle. This thing is fabulous. It's made by a company called Best Tool, Bestool. So if you put in the Best Tool brush on Amazon, you will not be sad. $10, fabulous hairbrush. Throw it in your purse. Have it on your
That
vanity.
could be your favorite thing.
It could be my favorite thing.
Yeah,
it's a little
there we go.
cheapskate. I have to add something to it. But
Then you add something to it. We do a favorite things thing.
we were
every
just
year.
talking in the car on
Yeah,
the way.
when are we going? Because she's gone at the beginning of, or mid-November. Mid-November.
23 days till cruise, Miranda.
Yeah. I'm gone at the beginning of December, so we're trying to figure out when are we going to do favorite things and how are we going to work this in. I can't believe it's almost the end of October now.
Halloween is next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to a Halloween-themed bunko tonight. I'm like, costume, whatever.
I know, that's so bizarre.
And you have been trying, in our quest to get rid of our crepey skin, you've tried...
Oh, shea butter. So I've been trying everything and nothing. It's also dry skin. It's not just crepey. My skin is super dry, and it's probably because I take really hot showers, very long hot showers. But so I recently tried shea butter because that's what I Googled, and
just pure shea butter. This
pure
is not
shea butter,
like mixed in.
I personally think it stinks. It smells like smelly feet to me, and so I have to drip drop lavender oil in it to make it not so stinky. And I've been trying to put it on in the shower because it's like butter. It literally is like the
butter.
Texture of butter. And so getting it to actually blend into your skin is tricky. So if I do it in the shower when I'm warm, that seems to help. I don't know.
I'm picturing Kramer from that episode where
exactly.
he's in the hot tub and he's got the butter.
Exactly. Jury's still out a little bit, but I am finding I did not put anything on today, and I don't feel as dry as I probably would if I hadn't been using the shea. I'm on the shea, man.
You're on the shea.
We'll see how shea works out for me.
Now, Miranda, have you tried anything recently that you're loving or you're hating?
No, nothing, nothing to report.
Okay.
You still have to do. I got another wantable box. You got to take a look at what's in my wantable box because my last one you found a couple things you liked
Yeah.
from Cozy.
Oh, the
Cozy
shirt you're
October.
wearing is not wantable. It's,
No, this was Newly.
Oh, Newly.
So the Newly clothing rental, and I loved it so much I bought it. So
And Newly's the same one that what's her
Dre
okay.
uses. Yes. Yep.
She
it's a
always
good-
has the cutest clothes.
And today's look cinching her waist like that.
Oh my gosh.
She
yeah,
looks
she
fabulous.
looks great.
All right, gonna jump right into our theme for today. Midlife reckoning. So the average American's lifespan is now currently 76 years old for men and 81 for women. So technically that makes middle age 40.
Oh shit.
So we are well past middle age. We are
Fuck you.
seasoned.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
But what that does is when you hear it that way is you go, all right, am I where I thought I would be in middle age? When I thought of myself as a kid, being middle age.
Yeah.
Are you where you thought you would be? What dreams are you giving up on because you're like, I'm never going to realize that. That ship has sailed. What's better than you thought it would be?
Yeah. That
So start
All right.
off are you where you thought you would be when you were
Not at
12
all.
years old thinking about middle age or thinking of your parents at this current age?
I have a phrase in my head, and I actually even wanted to write a book called this at some point. It's a life less ordinary, and I've always
Sounds like that's a movie.
aspired.
Zach,
I think
is that
it
a
does.
movie?
Doesn't that sound like a movie? I just feel like I've always wanted to have a life less ordinary. I did not want the picket fence and the kids and the whole blah blah blah, and I find myself in the situation where I feel like my life is pretty fucking ordinary, and it's not that it's bad, it's just really ordinary, and so I guess it's not exactly what I had in mind. Good or bad, I don't know. What about you?
So as I think about, like when I was 12, 13 is about when my parents were close to the age I am now. And I remember thinking, for sure, people retired at 55. You made it to 55. You were done working. You were ready to coast on into it. That was drilled into my brain as a child, that 55 was you were retired. All the people I knew that were 55 growing up were retired. Here I am about to be 58 in a couple weeks.
Still not retired.
Well, if I don't retire till the government says I've got another 12 years
Yeah.
to go, and as you sit there and you crunch the numbers, it's like, well, damn it, I'm certainly couldn't have retired at 55, knowing what I think my life expectancy is going to be, what I wanted. I don't want to have an impoverished retirement. I don't want to be sketchy in my
Yeah.
retirement. So then you're like, oh,
That's why Casey doesn't want to retire. It's
what
the
do I
same
think
thing.
I have? So in my head, I've set that I've got maybe 4 more years. I got to try to make it work at this level 4 more years. Now that may not be an option. It
Right.
may be when you see a lot of people our age, companies cut bait on them. So even if I want to work 4 more years, who knows what the future may hold?
Right.
But that definitely wasn't my plan. Wasn't to be working in my 60s. I thought things would be very, very different.
I don't plan on working into my 60s. I plan on
Yeah.
retiring by 60. I don't know if Casey's going to agree with that one.
Yeah.
He will not. He's still 2 years younger than me, or 3 years younger. So
Yeah.
he can keep working. I'm done at 60. I need to stop. Somebody stop
So
me.
that's a big one for me. And then, other things. Miranda's going to probably shoot me with lasers out of her eyes. I thought by now I would be a grandmother. That was just as I look back years ago. I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to be a grandmother in my late 50s. Hopefully that dream will come to fruition. If I'm only
we are
a
in our
grandmother of the dogs, that's going to be perfectly fine as well. But that was something.
You know
that,
what's funny is you just said, I thought I'd be a grandmother in my late 50s. And I was like, you still have a chance. And I'm like, oh my God, we're in our late 50s. That's so bizarre. Like that's you just saying in my late 50s didn't snap to me that it was like, oh yeah, that's how old we are.
Yeah.
Brain not working.
Yeah, those are the couple things that kind of came to mind. Miranda, I know you're not anywhere
at us, at our
midlife,
age.
but actually with midlife being 40, you've got
getting up there,
11
yeah.
more years, baby, and you're there. So being almost 30, when you were in high school and thinking about where you'd be 30, what is it what you thought you would be? What's different than what you thought it would be?
I would say it's pretty monotonous. I did not know.
Yeah, welcome to life.
Yeah. I maybe I had a whimsical view of it because of soccer and, doing college soccer. I had a different path, but then when that ended, it's just like, oh.
You were always on the move when you were young.
Yeah.
And now I work 5 days a week, and every weekend I kind of do the same thing. And then that
Get
sounds
up,
very...
go to work,
Yeah,
work
get
out,
up,
go home,
work out.
go to sleep.
Think about what you have to
Start
make
over.
for dinner
Yeah,
because
what
it
am I
doesn't
gonna eat for
magically
dinner?
appear.
And then I just do that months and months and months. And I think recently it's been hitting me because months are flying by.
Yes.
It's October.
October's almost gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Just wait. It goes by
another year.
so much faster. It just
Yeah,
every
and so I'm
year.
just kinda
Suppressor
like, wow,
even
that's pretty monotonous.
And then your body starts
And
giving
then
out
your
on
body
you.
starts to fall apart, and then
Yeah.
you realize all the best years are behind you, and then you're really just your whole life it just fucking sucks. No, sorry, did I say that out loud?
But yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think it worries me that I'm already feeling it.
it worries
I think
me
at a
that you're
level
already
that
feeling it.
Yeah, I should be feeling at 50.
Although I
but-
think I started to feel it at your age too. I
Yeah.
was already at that point where I was like, "This is it. This is all we get." You know,
Yeah, it makes me sound so ungrateful, but it's also like,
right.
I do the same thing every day. Oh, well then change.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I do. Like I try new workouts.
Yeah.
I go to things on the weekends, but it's just the same thing.
Making
Every day.
friends. You guys need to make some friends.
I
know,
sent her a
it's
meme
so
the other
hard.
day,
I know, it's
which I
hard.
thought was hysterical. And it's a picture of Jesus with his 12 apostles. And it said underneath there, nobody talks about the true miracle that someone in his 30s had this many friends.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one just always rolled.
It's true. It is true. It's like it's really
That was his true miracle.
It
He had
is
12
really hard
friends.
to make friends. I mean, you'll make friends if you have babies. You'll make friends of the people that are around you that also have babies, but then you'll lose those friends. It's like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a phase.
A cycle.
You have to keep making new friends your whole life, and I don't think anybody ever tells you that you're not going to have the same friends that you had for your entire life because people move in and out of your areas and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's a interesting phenomena.
Yeah. Well, it's exacerbated more, I think, for you because your generation, for the most part, are not going into offices.
Right.
Office life was so
That's where you
much
met your
social.
friends, yes.
You met, your husband. You played volleyball team with your
With the
work people.
coworkers,
You
yeah.
had lunch with them. You'd go out after work for drinks.
Yes.
It was a part of your social network that you don't have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a lot of people your age won't have.
I mean, and I make good friends with my work from home people, but
It's all online though.
yeah,
it's
it's all
not
online.
physical people that you're seeing.
Yeah.
And maybe this generation, I mean, Zach you don't have a lot of physical friends. I mean, I know you have physical friends, but you don't have a ton of local friends. A lot of your friends are online and that you interact with daily
Yeah.
probably, but you don't see them. And it's just a different life. Like I just, it's
It is.
weird. Not that it's bad. It's just different from us.
All right. So, did you have any dreams that at this point you've given up on? You're like, you know what? It's too late. That's never going to be realized. I know people say, oh, it's never too late. But what is something, or is there anything that you've compartmentalized?
You heard me say this because we were discussing that was our topic in front of Casey, and I said my house, which is
Yeah.
basically a shed house or my dream home,
Barndominium.
my barndominium that I want to build myself and have a house on land, blah 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 blah. And he was like, "Oh, I don't think you should give up on that yet," which surprised me because I kind of thought he had given up on it.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too.
But I don't know. That was one of the things that I was like, oh, I guess maybe should I give up on that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe writing a book. I'm kind of have given up on that.
oh, I definitely wouldn't give up on that. You can write a book at age 90.
I know it's true.
It'd actually be even better if you wrote it then.
I would love to write a book. I'm so fucking exhausted all the time. I don't want to do anything at the end of the day other than roll up in a ball and go to sleep. Another ADHD thing,
monotonous.
by the way. Like these are all these things I'm like, that sounds like me. That sounds
That
like me.
sounds me.
That sounds like me.
Oh my gosh, that's me.
yeah.
I'd say mine is the concept of a family compound. That for the last 12 years,
I'm not sure you should give up on that.
we're too old to have done it at this
doesn't-
juncture.
But I still feel like Brett would totally be on board with that at some point.
Yeah, but it was ironic that you said that, because my thing that I'm not going to say I give up on it because I'm too young to give on it, but I'm realizing is like just not reality is owning land. Like, unless you're making a certain amount of money, and when I say owning land, we want to stay in California.
Right.
And so, like, I just don't think Brett and I will ever be able to own a $3 million plot of land. Which sounds like, oh, don't give up on the dream. So I'm not saying I am giving up on it, but it's becoming
Why
more
does it have
and
to be
more.
a $3 million plot?
We want acres, right? We want the barn. We want,
And it's got to
a
be
nice
close
house.
to Tahoe.
It's got to be close to Tahoe. Like, what we want.
If you
in it,
lived on land, why does it have to be close to Tahoe? Like,
because we go to Tahoe every month.
yeah, but if Tahoe is his land now, like you would think that
Yeah,
if
but
he
it's
had his own
not.
land to work
Yeah,
on,
but it's not.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what my answer is going to be. So I kind of agree with you of like, not that I'll always strive for that. If I can, I'll keep working my way up to the top and make enough money to live the way I want to live. But I'm realizing.
I also feel like
Man.
Tahoe is your future. I mean, that is in your.
Yeah.
You could eventually live there.
Yes.
Maybe not as soon as Brett wants to.
Yes.
But like you could live there like at our age would be a great place to live.
Yeah. No, I mean, the last.
At your
Not in the
age,
winter.
not at all.
Last weekend we were talking about the parceling of the land. We're like, okay, if you're serious, like, buy this land off of us. And Brett and I were like, how much louder can we be about being serious? We are so serious. We were like jumping up and down in the room, like with a bunch of drunk people off of wine, being like holding out the parcel map. Oh, well, we've got 10 acres over here. And we're like, pick us, please. We will sell our kidneys.
Yeah.
And then finally somebody was like, oh, you guys would really want to buy it? It's like, we've been begging on our hands and knees for this. And so anyways, yes, like Tahoe is
Who are you buying it from?
the Merrills.
The other Merrill. There's
like-
a lot of
the
Merrills.
other
There's a lot of
Merrills.
land
Oh,
that's
okay.
split between, 4 people. So we would have to buy them out of their whatever parcel.
Yeah,
All right.
the
Anyways.
way the Grandpa Austin and all them split it up was a little kludgy, and so now it's sort of created some animosity.
It's like every man for himself, grab the land, purchase it, own it type of thing. But anyways, like, yeah, I kind of am, I don't want to say I'm giving up on it, but I'm realizing
Well, so if they came to you tomorrow and said, we got 10 acres,
we'd buy,
You can buy it now.
We'd sell our house and we'd buy it.
you would.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
You would raise kids up there.
Yes.
What would you live in?
We would have to build a house. So that's why I'm saying it's just not realistic,
Yeah.
right? We don't have the money to do it. If they said, "Hey, here's 10 acres, whatever," we would say yes, but it's not realistic, right? You can't. We would have to live in a shack for.
Would you live in a tiny house?
Yeah,
Or a
absolutely.
yurt or something like that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the
As long as you had
ideas.
internet connection.
Yeah, if I have internet. But that's what I'm trying to say is I'm not giving up on the dream, but
It's far out.
You're
yeah,
more,
I'm kind of
you're
like, wait
more-
a second.
It's
Realistically,
more you have definitely more potential to be living on land than Dylan or I.
yeah, but also it's just we need so much money saved.
See, ours isn't money, it's work. Like I loved the idea of building my own house when my joints weren't screaming every time I go up and down the stairs and, yada, yada, yada. But now I think about, I think about just mopping the floor right now. I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't do that today. Oh, rain's coming in. Can't do that today. Nope.
And see, yeah, as I think about, okay, so the whole point of the compound for me was kind of 2 or 3-fold. One, it was the economics of a compound is pretty cool when you really work it
yeah.
out. So if you've got 4 or 5 like-minded people sharing a larger parcel and each having like their own separate little residences and then a main residence, you split all the costs of maintaining land. You have people there to help you when you need help with.
It's great for the younger generation because if you have kids, older generation can help you
You
with
got
the
a
kids.
network of people babysitting. You got people to watch pets. If
And then
someone becomes injured, you
and
got
then it's great for the older generation because as they age, they need more help, and then you've got younger people to help you with the older people. I love the
there's the
compound
other
idea.
piece of it to me, which I would say is probably my number one thing and my biggest thing that I'm scared about with Tahoe and with you guys moving away is that proximity to family. The older I get, the more important it is to me to have physical family connections.
Yeah.
And a compound is like, that's the ultimate.
It really is.
They're right over there. They're not going anywhere and you're there for each other. And so, that's why
So if they got 10 acres and you build a compound on it, then you'd both be fine. So you'd both get your wish that way.
Yeah. So I'm not giving up on it, but sadly, I'm realizing, it's just.
Well, I think I
don't
told
make
you about our
enough money.
mahjong teacher. So she had arguably the absolute
Perfect
dream
house.
house. She had a house on acres in Camarillo overlooking the ocean. She designed it.
It was her dream
It was her
house.
dream
Huge
house.
house,
She
big
built
house.
it and lived there. And I think her husband died. I don't know.
think so.
Somehow
I
he's
actually-
gone out of the picture. And she said just the incredible loneliness that overtook her. She sold it all. She now lives in a
Double wide.
a nice double wide,
Really
but
nice.
a double wide in a 55 community. And her words to us were, "I have never been happier, even when my husband was alive and I was living in that house, because there was always this weight of responsibility with that.
Things to do, blah,
and
blah,
I
blah.
don't have that. And here I could walk up the street. I could go hang with Mabel. We can get drinks. We can play mahjong. We can do cards.
55 and up, also, you get a community of people, like-minded people
Yeah,
that like to
and
also need
that,
to do
that
things.
was her thing. Is
Yeah.
it's what's keeping her young, and so that's why that holds appeal to me as well. I feel like I'd get a little bit of that with my self-created compound, because I don't want to isolate myself. The
Right.
older I get, I don't want to isolate myself. And COVID did a lot. Taught us a lot of lessons, and one of them was that isolation is not bad. Is
good.
not good for humans.
No.
It just isn't good for humans. And I know it's really not good for me. Even though there's times I want to just be, nestivous and keeping into myself, that's not how I want to be all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Same here.
All right. What is better than you thought it would be? Is there anything you can think of as you're sitting here, 58 years old, past midlife, is better than you thought it would be when you were a
Having
child?
money and not worrying about money. I would say that's the best thing. But just being stability. And as much as I like a life less ordinary and all that stuff, having a stable partner in your life, having always somebody there for you, again, having money, never really worrying about money ever. And like, I never even, people are like, oh, how much did that cost? I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't even look.
as we bought 10 cabbie things over the
Yes,
weekend.
exactly. And like, I really just don't look and don't, it doesn't, because we can afford it. So it doesn't really matter. And that's a great feeling.
Can you think of anything, Miranda, that was better than you thought it would be as you're pushing 30?
I mean, nothing like deep, just like getting to pick what animals you own and just getting to buy your animals.
Yeah.
Not that
Buying
my
as
parents ever
much
said no to me
candy
growing
as you
up.
want and having it in your house.
Yeah, like getting to choose, like, oh, I want this couch.
Yeah.
If only you would rescue an animal instead of buying an animal.
Yes, we will rescue next. But
Rescues now.
yeah,
And what about you?
I struggle with this one because I can think of a lot of things that aren't as good as I thought they would be. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm in like a bad headspace lately.
I know, me too.
I've been like super negative. That the world is weighing me down. So I really can't think what is better.
Having
than I
money
thought.
is probably.
A
But
little
you've
bit,
always had money. That's the difference between you and me. You have never
no.
struggled a day in your
right.
life.
I don't
you?
have the quite the juxtaposition because I was raised, pretty firmly middle class and with a small family.
Middle, upper.
Small family. So I wanted something. I mean, you made the comment the other day. You're hard to buy for because you just always
Everything
get what you
she
want.
wants, she goes and buys. So like she'll go, oh, I really want a new mahjong table, and I was like, oh great, that's what I'll get her for her birthday. And 3 days later, she's got a new mahjong table. Like, you just cannot buy for you.
Now, in my defense on that one, did you know it was Boss's Day last week, Miranda?
yes.
My people gave me a big gift card, so
Nobody
I turned
bought me anything
around
for
and
Boss's
I decided I was going to buy my mahjong table with it. So and I showed them a picture of it because there was something very tangible. Now I'll look at it, I'm like, oh, my people like me.
You're hard to buy for.
All right, so one other thought that either can depress you or not. 15 years from now, you'd give anything to be this age again.
Yeah.
Go do some main character shit before it's too late. Mm-hmm. And I've been trying to repeat that in my head as I'm sitting here spiraling lately and having quite the pity parties at 4 a.m. in the morning when I'm waking up, which just seems to be my new thing. That's true. If I could go back 15 years ago, you know,
Yeah.
to be 42 years old.
Yeah.
Like, wow, what a difference, and the potential that lay before you. That it's like, all right, well, now 15 years from now, when, you know, I'm 83, I'll be going,
No, we're not going
or
to be 80.
73.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Bad
I'm
math.
bad at math, but there's no way I'm going
Bad
to be
math.
83 in 15
73
years.
years old. So,
Yeah. But still, 73, yeah. I mean, if I feel this shitty now, can you imagine how much shittier I'm going to feel in 15
or
years?
they're going to have figured it out, and you're
yeah.
going to feel remarkably better.
I would hope so.
We already talked about our drink of the show, which is all gone. Our adult chocolate milk.
I'm ready to lick out the bottom of your glass as well. With
Go
the
right
chocolate.
ahead, girl.
No, that's okay.
Soup of the show. I don't know. I know we've talked about variations of potato soup, and I recently came across a recipe that was like
can
the
never have too much
serious
potato.
potato soup. And this was one of those dump it and forget it crock pot recipes that Google actually asked ChatGPT and it'll tell you the recipe. But it was a crock pot cream of potato soup that was seriously wake up in the morning, all the ingredients go into the crock pot, hardly any prep, set it on low. 6 hours later, you have an absolutely perfect soup. And as we're going to change the clocks next week, and it's going to be dark at freaking 4 o'clock, and it's starting to get cold at night, to be able to have at the end of the day something that you didn't have to slave
gonna
over
make
the
some soup. Got to start making some soup.
and crock
again.
pot. Crock pot is such a
We don't
dream
have a crock pot
accessory
anymore.
Oh, geez.
I know. I need to buy a crock pot.
Birthday gift.
I know. There you go.
Our book recommendation, we actually just came from book club right before this, and it was actually my selection, and a little
It's been around for book clubs for a little while, but it's new to us.
I think it was one of those that a lot of book clubs felt like, oh, you know, it's a literary connection. Let's be sophisticated and read it.
It's won a lot of awards.
It's won a lot of awards, and it's called James by the author Percival Everett. And the premise of it is it's the Huckleberry Finn story, but it's told from the perspective of the slave James, or Jim. So
Big Jim.
Trigger warning. I mean, it just like Huckleberry Finn, but the twist to this is Jim is not an uneducated slave. What's presented forward is that because he needs to, but he's
because
actually
people,
highly educated.
White folks feel more comfortable if you talk like
It
that.
does.
Yeah,
See,
it's really
and
interesting.
So that's a
take
twist,
on it.
and then there's a couple other twists in there. It's a great listen. I love the listen. Very easy to listen to.
Easy read too. Really
Easy
good.
read.
Easy
And
read.
even if you aren't familiar or have never read Huck Finn, does not matter.
It's been since high school, and I was like, I'm not sure if I remember it that well. As I was reading it, it all kind of came back to me.
Yeah.
But even still,
I did a quick, summary read, a review.
You don't
of Huck
really
Finn before I read
have
it.
to know it. It follows it basically. I kind of want to reread it now just to see how closely it followed it. But I do remember some of the characters and some of the
what an
things that-
asshole Tom Sawyer was.
Yes,
Yeah, things
he
like
really
that.
was.
So highly recommend that one. It's not long. It deserves the accolades it got.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Now, both of us went with the same artist for our songs that are living rent free because we are super excited. Tomorrow is the opening of the Bruce Springsteen movie starring Jeremy Allen White.
And we love him. And we
love Jeremy Allen
Yeah.
White. I've heard even Bruce himself has said that this is a fabulous performance. Zach and I are going tomorrow at the early release of it. I chose we both chose a song from the Born in the USA album because that was really like quintessential to us in high school, was that Born in the USA album. And I went with I'm Going Down, and you went with
What did I go? Wait,
I'm on Fire.
Oh, I'm on fire. I always did. I'm not a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, but I've always loved that song. It just has a great little ding, 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 a little ding, ding, ding in the background.
This was one of the concerts that when Ed and I were younger, we splurged and we got tickets.
Oh, you've seen them.
We saw him at Soldier Field.
Oh, wow.
When he was still
At
married
Soldier
to,
Field,
not the wife he's with right now. And he was newly married to her, and like she could see her backstage. We went and did Soldier Field. It was amazing. We spent so much money on those tickets, but it was
so much money. It was probably $35 or something.
Yeah, relative to our income,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But that was absolutely fabulous. I think he's a great humanitarian.
He is a
has
good human.
Aged well.
Oh, he looks good.
And
yeah.
he's got such a library of music. I just have had him on shuffle, and that's what I've been listening to for days now. like Zach had mentioned, so much of the movie is going to be based around the album Nebraska. So I think I'm going to, prior to tomorrow, just focus on listening to that album front to back. But I'm excited about the movie. I hope it does well. I can't imagine it won't.
Yeah. And I'm not going with you because I'm leaving for Wisconsin on Friday to go back for a wedding, and then my mom's funeral is next week. So
Celebration of life.
celebration of life. I shouldn't say funeral. Yes.
Ending it with a wedding and her celebration of life.
It's going to be a fun week. It's a lot of family, but it'll be good. But you better go see that with me when I get back.
Oh, I think I'm going to see this one on repeat. That one, and I want to see the Keanu Reeves one about the angel.
Too. The angel one looks good.
I gave him money and it solved all his problems. All right, random thought to end the show, a little light. So Pepsi won a lawsuit against a person claiming to have found a mouse in a can of Mountain Dew because they were able to prove that the mouse would have dissolved by the time it had reached the consumer. I'm constantly trying to get my husband to stop drinking as much soda. Miranda knows this. Zach knows this. You've been around me. I'm an absolute beast trying to get him to drink less soda. And it's like I hear things like this. And your friend recovering from cancer, she gave up and did all these things to help. She would not quit her Diet Coke.
Does not quit the Diet Coke.
It is so purely an addiction. It is so bad for you. Everybody, soda is bad.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bad. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is Elle.
And I'm Dylan.
And we both love soup.
Bye-bye.